Hi, my name's Ilma and welcome to my channel. I have been posting Christian blogs 13 straight years every day. Today I'd like to share Hosea 9 verses 1 to 4. Here's the word of God. Rejoice not, O Israel, exult not like the peoples, for you have played the whore, forsaking your God. You have loved a prostitute's wages on all the threshing floors. Threshing floor and wine vat shall not feed them, and the new wine shall fail them. They shall not remain in the land of the Lord, but Ephraim shall return to Egypt, and they shall eat unclean food in Assyria. They shall not pour drink offerings of wine to the Lord, and their sacrifices shall not please him. It shall be like mourners' bread to them. All who eat of it shall be defiled, for their bread shall be for their hunger only. It shall not come to the house of the Lord. Hosea 9, 1 to 4. Here's my insight on these verses. When you forsake the Lord. Hosea warns the Israelites of the consequences of their adultery. He cautions them not to be so secure about their wages, since they have forsaken the Lord and preferred to rely on their idols. According to some sources, at the time Hosea was alerting them of the coming doom, it may have been during harvest time, when there was much rejoicing and fun because of the bountiful harvest they had. Boice comments, quote, "It was probably the case, though we do not know this for sure, that Hosea delivered the opening part of this oracle of a sermon on the occasion of a harvest festival, characterized by feasting, mirth, and dancing." End quote. In verse 2, the threshing floor was a place where grain was processed. Guzik comments that, quote, "Israel practiced idolatry on the threshing floor. They worshipped idols here because they believed that it helped the harvest. Because of their idolatry, the Lord would curse their harvest, and the threshing floor and the winepress shall not feed them." End quote. In our times now, we can easily do this by forgetting that all good things come from the Lord, as James 1:17 reiterates. We think that we did well because we are talented or gifted or hardworking. Aside from such curses, they would also be sent back both to Egypt and Assyria, where they would once again suffer the enslavement of this pagan, wicked people. They will be eating unclean food in Assyria, and they would only sacrifice to the Lord for their own survival and not to worship and thank the Lord. Reflection. What are some ways that a believer can forsake the Lord? I think one is that we do not meditate on the Word of God, and we do not have a relationship with Him. So when we treat God as if it was a religion and not a relationship, that's one way of abandoning Him. Another way is that when we rely so much on ourselves that we just do things on our own. We don't seek counsel from Him. We don't go to the truth to check and test the spirits that we are believing in. When we are, so in other words, we're self-reliant and we think we know it all. We have so much ambition that is not of God's. In other words, it's when we are worldly, when we are longing and wanting things that are earthly instead of heavenly. Another way that we can forsake the Lord is when we don't shine for the Lord, when we don't even talk about the Lord to other people, when we don't even preach the good news, when we don't even care about others. That's one way of forsaking the Lord, because He told us to love one another as He loves us. So there's so many ways that we can actually forsake the Lord, and it is so easy to just look at what the Israelites did during this time, but actually we're still doing the same things when we follow our desires instead of pleasing Him and fearing Him. Thanks for watching. I hope you check my website at ILMA'S.com for artworks, photographs, and a copy of this blog. Please subscribe to my channel on YouTube so I can make more videos, give you the Word of God. And if you haven't already, check over 4,000 videos I've done over the years I've been doing this daily. Just type on YouTube or Google search ILMA'S Poem Devotional. Have a wonderful day.